Highest mild Redskin Songbirdsong, Michelle Birdsong in New York City. I have video for you today because I have things to say you may be interested in hearing and learning something new. This is Edwin Birdsong, What It Is album. I did the lyrics, I did his hair. I worked right beside him to create this album along with Ted Cooper, the executive producer. Or no, he was a producer. Wes Farrell, who was married to Frank Sinatra's daughter Tina, was the executive producer. It was an album done in the 60s to turn the music business around. It was smooshed by the gatekeepers. And so now we're telling people about it again. Okay, should I show you my pictures before I begin? I'll show you my pictures. This is Eve, Mother of the Earth, sitting in the backyard. That's Jordan Peterson's book. Right there. 12 Rules for Life, an Antidote to Chaos. He was her brother when he was St. Peter's son, and she was St. Peter's daughter, and Reverend Jesse Peterson was also St. Peter's son. So they were all brothers and sisters. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to quickly show you these pictures. This is Ostara Gloria, my granddaughter, who's a sex slave. She was Chief Sitting Bull. She was Saint Kabir. She had a life as Sally Ride, the first American female astronaut. And this is her picture now. Diddy will comb her hair. Look at her hair. And look how tense she is. So this is my goal, is to get her freed. And also Tommy Robinson, who was Abraham in the Bible, went, but did I touch the wrong button? That's good, huh? I was getting into a lot of things. Oh, I thought it stopped recording. It's still recording. No, this is a new recording. Alright, I was talking about Tommy Robinson. Where's the actor? There is. He was Abraham when I was Sarah. We were married in the Bible. And he was a father of religions, Islam, Judaism, Christianity. He had a son out of wedlock, Ishmael, who promoted Islam. Now Islam, the consciousness of dinosaurs, is taking over the world, and he's doing everything he can to stop him. In England, they put him in jail, they beat him up, they smear him, tell lies about him, and still he struggles on. As Tommy Robinson, please have him in your prayers. Prayer strengthens the will. Maybe you'll do something to help him get out of hell, jail. This is the King of Kings, Gurinder Singh, looking at his bride. Is Evangeline, an angel. He fell in love with her when she was a flower in the Garden of Eden, and he was the Garden of Gethsemane, when he was Jesus Christ, and he still loves her. Of course, he had fallen in love with her in the Garden of Eden when she was his mother Eve. So their love spans the world's history. Okay, I'll start now. This is I began with this album, De La Soul, with Edwin Birdsong, What It Is. Check it out. There's nothing like it out there. These people, De La Soul, sampled his music, Edwin Birdsong's later music. Okay, they're still doing his music. This is Daft Punk. That's a group that also sampled his music, his later music. This is Kanye West. They won a Grammy, Stronger, I think it was called. He sampled Edwin Birdsong's later music. You notice his wife got him established in music, but you never hear of her with his successes. You probably never heard of him, because he's the best kept secret, and so is she. He was Bach. Where's he at? He was Bach. He was Irving Berlin. He was a painter, Marc Chagall. He was Mr. Spock. You see how you don't know things? Alright, and she was Beethoven. Where's she at? She was Beethoven, Einstein. She was Socrates, Shakespeare, Diogenes, a man looking for a truthful man. She became a truthful woman, and that truth is on this album. Stevie Wonder, who knew about the album, who called us as soon as he heard about the album, didn't tell the public about the album, but he had a Freudian slip. She was Freud. And he said in his song, I just called to say I love you. What it is also new. What it is also true. That was festering in his unconscious mind, and it came out in the course of his playing music. Okay, so he did do a review of what it is, despite his best intentions. And that's the beauty of the truth. It will not remain hidden forever. It insists on coming loose and shouting from the roof. Ruth, Queen Elizabeth was Ruth in the Bible. She's a very good person. That's why she has a very good life. Indeed, the royals are in heaven, and the poverty people are in hell. Poverty is the worst condition on earth, and these so-called black leaders have done nothing to alleviate the poverty of the black people. They have done nothing to get them out of hell, while they have snuck into heaven undeservedly by acting like they're helping them. Okay, this is my brother. I mean my husband. Yeah, my brother when we were St. Peter's children, Dr. Jordan Peterson. He was my husband when he was Dr. Carl Jung. He was my collaborator when I was Sigmund Freud, and he was Dr. Carl Jung. So we have quite a history together as well. Okay, Gurinder Singh has guided me. Where are you, dear? There he is. He has guided me to go back in time, take a journey of the soul to find myself, my identities, because I was trapped in hell all my life. So he is my Savior. Indeed, he's Jesus Christ incarnate, so he's the Savior of the world. He's the Buddha, so he's the Savior of the Asian world as well. He's the grandson of the sun, the light of the world. So Gurinder Singh, you're looking at a very important human being, God, not God. God is a horse. A very important. He's the greatest Goodest. He's the greatest Goodest. That's who he is, right? And he's King of the Kings. So you should know him. He's Gurinder Singh, Radhaswami, Lord of the Soul. Okay. Now, I hope I have time. I didn't know I was going to talk that long about that. Let me start here. These Mary J. Blige also sampled Edwin Birdsong's later works after his wife had helped him to become established as an important songwriter, artist, mostly songwriter. This is a person, a male animal, calls himself Snoop Dogg. I take him at his word. He's a Snoopy dog. Remember Snoopy the dog? Charles Schwartz's cartoon, Peanuts. So, you know, he pees and he's got nuts. That's about all you can say about him. He's not human. Well, he admits he's a dog. There's no argument there. Now, interesting thing about Charles Schultz was I've read about a woman who had been engaged to him, and she said he had asked her to marry him. Had she married him, of course, she'd be very rich and married to a very famous, prosperous man, popular man, famous man. You see, but she didn't do it, so she missed an opportunity. I thought it was interesting. So let me tell you what I think of the dog, who is very famous, and you hear more good things about him than you hear about Gobind Singh Ji, who's a Sakuru, his president, Donald Trump, You see, this guy here, a pothead, is more, what kind of piss poor nation is this that allows that to be true? Because the media dominates. There are a lot of people who are not on television who do respect a good man, Gobind Singh, who was also Jesus Christ channeler. But they're not on TV. So if you just listen to TV, you think all the people like potheads instead of decent presidents. But it's not true. Okay, so I'll read you what I've written. I don't really want to keep the camera on him. Let me keep it on myself. And where's Gurinder Singh? There you are, dear. Okay, these are the people. This is the grandson of the sun, the greatest good in the world. And this is the daughter of the sun, the greatest good in the world. Okay, the sun in the sky is the greatest good in the world. You get that, right? He gives free light to the whole world all the time. So that, you can't beat, nobody's done more than that for the world, right? Okay, so that would make him the greatest good. So his grandson has inherited through hard work, extremely hard work, training his mind and his will. And so, and helping people. Look at there, millions of people he helped. Can you see, let me let you see the people who come to see him in India. They just want to see him and get his darshan. What is darshan? Darshan is the magnetism in his eyes that makes you have a natural high when he turns it on. And these are people who understand who he is and who are there to get his darshan. James Golden is one of those. He's my friend, my brother, my spiritual brother. He's a satsangi. That's his master, Gurinder Singh. He's with his boss there. Rush Limbaugh is his name. He's another one of those truth tellers that's been smeared, and nobody, you know, and the media says bad things about him because they don't want you to know the truth. They want you to wish to be in hell. This is Songbirdsong. When he was Jimi Hendrix. No, this is Songbirdsong as Songbirdsong. He was once Jimi Hendrix. This is Songbirdsong. When he was, is Jagat Singh up here? This is Jagat Singh. When he was a Sadguru, Sarabhadra Jagat Singh. That's Singh's nephew who founded the Dera. This place is called the Dera. Oh, it happened again. Oh, I'm having a hard time today. Whoa.